Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beast TV, and I'm coming to you today with another special video. In today's video, I'm gonna talk to you guys and gals about exactly what happens while you're at basic training. So it's gonna be an interesting video. I got a lot of insight, all right? And just for the record, just to, prove to the naysayers in case anybody was wondering, I'm gonna show you guys a look at one of my old drill sergeant hats. So I do have the inside scoop and information on what it's like to be a trainee because I was a drill sergeant. So yeah, check it out. Get ready to watch the video, give you a lot of tips, pointers, and ideas on what to expect once you join the Army and go through basic combat training.
OG Bo Beats, only for the real trim.
Thank you for checking out my video. Please make sure you subscribe to the page. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that you comment. I'm gonna tell you a little history about me. I've been in the Army 13 years. I'm active duty. My field in the Army is human resources, and I was a drill sergeant for 3 years. So today I'm gonna talk to you guys about what you can expect once you get to basic training and pretty much how it all goes. So once you get to basic training and you've done with all the formalities, you went through reception and you arrive at your unit that you're gonna be at conducting your basic 10-week basic combat training. First thing you can expect is, of course, shark attack, right? And that's basically just a tactic that's used to hurry up and get you off the bus. Wouldn't call it a scare tactic, but it's just a very, it's a thing that's used to hurry you up, to start the sense of urgency that you're gonna need during your time in basic training and while you are actually being a soldier, whether you're on active duty or reserve. A sense of urgency is usually something that, we pride ourselves in getting the job done. Once you get off the bus, you're gonna pretty much get assigned to the platoon that you're gonna be in, and you're gonna find out who your drill sergeants are. You're gonna have an introduction, and then from there, you're gonna get your bags, and you're gonna have to lay out all of your items and equipment and verify that you have all the things that you need. So it's basically 3 phases in basic combat training. The first phase is red phase, then it's white phase, then it's blue phase. Okay, so during red phase, it's the first 1 to 3 weeks of basic combat training. It's a phase when basically we have our eye on you very closely. We don't really trust you to do anything. It's where we're teaching you the rules and regulations. So everything during that phase is going to seem a little bit intense because you don't know anything yet. During that phase is when you'll do a couple events like the Victory Tower, where you're going to have to scale down the 35-foot wall. Just a few confidence builder type of events. You're going to take your first PT test. You're going to learn how to do PT or physical fitness. During that time, you're going to meet the rest of your platoon, and you're going to have a time to socialize and figure out who you got that in your platoon. That also is a time when there's a lot of arguments and disagreements because you're meeting people for the very first time that come from all over the world. So it's a lot of different cultures, attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs, and that's part of the adjustment for basic combat training. Then white phase, it's like week 4 to week about 6 or 7. You're doing a lot of your bulk main training during that phase. You're gonna do your rifle marksmanship and a lot of other big training events. During white phase, I would say that the drill sergeants kind of scale back a little bit, but in actuality, it's more so that you as a soldier are learning to deal with what goes on a day-to-day basis. So it makes it a lot easier. It makes it seem like the drill sergeants are being less aggressive or yelling less, but in actuality, it's just that you're becoming more of a soldier. And then you got blue phase. It's like the last 2 or 3 weeks. At this point, you pretty much know that you've made it, although you still have things you have to complete, like that final PT test, doing the final ruck march, doing your last field event, which would be 3 or 4 days, something of that matter, before you can actually graduate. So basic training is basically a series of events that you have to complete from week 1 through week 10. And I tell people all the time, the best thing to do is just go out and stay motivated, make some friends, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and it could be over with, before you know it. It can actually be fun if you allow yourself to have fun. It's gonna be stressful moments, it's gonna be stressful times. You're gonna miss your family, you're gonna miss your friends, you're not gonna be able to use your phone all the time. But if you stay motivated and understand that those 2 months that you're gonna be there is gonna go by, and everything that you joined for, you're gonna get at the end of that for the most part. It's definitely a method to help you get through basic training. And once you get to, like I said, blue phase, and you pass the final requirements, then you're gonna have family day and graduation, which is very big days for all of the soldiers that come through basic combat training. On family day is basically a day where you just come out in your regular duty uniform and kind of meet your family, because they're there to the day before graduation, and you're allowed to hang out on the base with your family all day. That's the day you can go eat whatever you want to eat, drink whatever you want to drink. No alcohol, no drugs, no smoking, no driving. But other than that, you're free to roam around the base and spend time with your family before the actual graduation day, which you'll wear your dress uniform, your ASUs. It's a little bit more formal, and you'll actually go through a graduation ceremony. And after that, you're either gonna leave with your family and go to AIT, or you stay at your basic training base and you'll be shipped off to AIT to continue on for that next mission. So, but that's pretty much it, man. Basic training is all about what you make it. Like I said, the key to continuing basic training is making good friends, helping each other out, being a team, staying motivated, staying out of trouble, and you'll make it through. Trust me. I was drill sergeant for over 10 cycles, and I've seen thousands of soldiers get through basic training. I've ran into a few of my soldiers at various places afterwards, and they always remember me, and they always remember the experience. So just remember, don't quit, don't give up, stay motivated, and you can make it through. OG Bo Beats TV, subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think. Got links to some of my other videos about Army life down below. Just go ahead and check those out. Yeah, OG Bo Beats.